Hey, 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 what is going on, IK Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, as always, giving you that quality, good information and education when it comes to playing Kingdom Builders. Today, we are back in Infinity Kingdom, taking a look deeper into our most used ToK skills series for Empress Wu, which is our second fire modal that we're covering now for the backline as she runs the lovely Bowman. Okay, so as nicely enough with fire, we have been able to limit the amount of servers that we dive into. Right, with Ashoka, we dove in up to server 10. That was lovely. Less clicking, less loading. We're able to pull more immortal data per server that we're in. This time with we went up to S14, and we were able to get all of our first 45 data pulls. Keep in mind, all of our data points are gathered from a minimum threshold of 160k troop power, along with each of the elements or the marches have to be a primary march or a main march, meaning that they have to at least be running 3 of the same element plus the same elemental dragon. And that's just for more consistency. Okay, after taking a look, here we go. Number 5 most used ToK skill on Empress Wu. These numbers were a little bit higher than what we saw from Ashoka. Fire Nova's at 10. Number 4, we saw Toxin Nova being used 13 times. And then for number 3, we have Chase being used 17 times. So a little bit higher. Right now we're kind of getting into a little bit more than that 1/3. And then here we go for the number 2 most used skill, Concentration, being used 21 times. So almost half here. Now for the number 1 most used skill, Annihilation, at a total of 29 times, right? We're almost 2/3 here for the amount of players that are consistently using this ToK skill. That's pretty high. I don't know if that's the record for what we saw in an earlier Immortal ToK skill video for the amount of people that were using a single skill, but it is a pretty high number, and I would fathom it is pretty close up there to the top. Okay, let's transition now to Empress Wu. In this portion, we'd like to take a look at the skill description. We'll look at some of the base stats, and then we will go over to ToK, or the Tower of Knowledge, and look at the top 3 skills and break those down. So Imperial Fire is Empress Wu's skill. Inflicts magical damage with a rate of 306% up to 600 to 1 random enemy unit, and has a 60% chance of causing equal damage to another nearby random enemy unit, up to 3 times. Okay, so you got the magic damage focus here for Wu on what she uses, right? You can do it for 1 random enemy unit, and then you have a 60% chance of causing equal damage to another nearby random enemy unit, up to 3 times. Okay, so does the damage, and it can branch off, right, up to those 3 times. So again, based on how I'm reading this, right, the up to 3 times means that this could hit a total of 4 people if it goes there. So again, I mean, that's a lot of damage. I mean, you could arguably do the main unit, and then you could do another unit. You could go back to the main unit, unless it nullifies the main unit. Again, I haven't paid attention enough when watching Empress Wu to see if the proc can hit the main target, or I should say to the main enemy unit, before it does go to another bind. I would imagine it would, unless stipulated otherwise. But still, I mean, you're looking at 600% damage, right, being dealt arguably up to 4 times. That's pretty good. Okay, let's look at stats. So strength, physical attack, physical defense. We don't have anything listed for Empress Wu just because we haven't unlocked her yet. Hopefully we'll soon. 19 for the strength, though, and 47 for intelligence. That's, I mean, geez, almost 2.5 that you're seeing there, right? So again, Empress Wu leaning most likely super heavy into magic attack. Okay, let's look at ToK. Here we go. We're going to start with Chase. Okay, Chase. Again, I feel like I'm having a brain fart. It's the spinning tornadoes. I bet you I passed it, didn't I? I did. It was right in front of my face. Okay, here we go. Every magical crit has a 30% chance of causing extra magical damage to all enemies. Okay, so I actually think this is a great skill to be utilized on a Fire Immortal, with them having a little bit more crit chance, and given that this is used a lot on Empress Wu, I think this makes perfect sense. Okay, next, Concentration. Where's the spinny tornado circle in the domage? I went too far again, didn't I? It was right below it. I'm always doing that. Increases your magical damage by 9% up to 30%. I think this just goes in line with Empress Wu being super heavy on magic attack. It plays right into the strengths. Makes sense. Annihilation. Okay, this is the epic ball here with the sun. There we go. Every 6 seconds after battle starts, 45% chance of dealing magic damage to all enemy units. This, I think, is pretty given. We know Empress Wu has one of the highest skill damages in the game as far as overall accumulation based on the amount that's being done per hit for that up to, along with a really high magic attack, kind of similar to Siegfried with his high, really high attack stat that Siegfried has, right, which is arguably one of the strongest in the game as well. I think Annihilation just plays right into that magical damage that you would be seeing from Empress Wu, and Annihilation makes a lot of sense here for people to take advantage, given that it's being ran 29 times out of the 45 data points that we pulled from. Okay, that is it for Empress Wu. Let me know what you guys think, as always, in those comments down below. Do you like the top 3 most used skills that we have here? Do you find a different set of 3 skills, or maybe some substitutions here and there that make it so your skill sets that you run on Empress Wu are a little bit more favorable that you feel? Let me know anything and everything you guys are thinking down there in those comments. That is it for me. As always, until next time, we will catch y'all later.